Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Well, I don't think these guys are telling us anything new. I think they just confirm something that some of us figured out by ourselves. And this is according to a top source who told Tucker Carlson, and I'm quoting that person, the CIA was involved in the assassination of President Kennedy. Top source tells Tucker Carlson. This article comes from Sputnik, and it is from today, the 15th of December 2022. And I'm quoting, "We can't see classified information about maybe the pivotal event in modern American history, and now we know why." An extremely high-level source verified that the CIA had a hand in the assassination of former U.S. President John F. Kennedy, Fox News host Tucker Carlson has reported. In an episode of Tucker Carlson Tonight, which aired Thursday evening, which is today, the Fox News host said a source who is, quote-unquote, directly and personally familiar with the internal documents that the CIA is refusing to disclose, confirmed the records do indeed show the CIA was responsible for killing the popular US president. And I'm quoting, "Yes, I believe the CIA was involved in the assassination of President Kennedy." End quote, the source stated, according to Carlson. And I'm quoting again, "It's a whole different country from what we thought it was. It's all fake." End quote. So this is what that guy said. On Thursday, the CIA released another trove of internal documents relating to its investigation into the killing, but the agency's latest dump of its JFK assassination papers failed to disclose documents of any significance. Experts suggested that lack of new information being revealed in the documents show that CIA has something to hide. And I'm quoting, "When the CIA has determined is the following. It is better to expose themselves to the public criticism. It is better to expose themselves to the public criticism and literally act against what US law says. That is preferable to do that having to deal with what can be published," stated JFK researcher Fernand Amandi. Skeptical observers have long contested that Lee Harvey Oswald, the man who the US government claimed killed Kennedy, was actually a CIA asset. After the former Marine supposedly defected to the Soviet Union, defected is in quote-unquote, he was able to return to the US freely and faced no apparent barriers reintegrating. Both pro- and anti-Cuban activists in Dallas, Texas, reported frequent contacts with Oswald, suggesting he was seeking to influence both camps. And I'm quoting, "Is there a smoking gun? Is there one piece of paper that proves a conspiracy?" End quote, asked JFK researcher and former Washington Post reporter Jefferson Morley. And I'm quoting again, "No, but there is smoking gun proof that the CIA had an operational interest in Oswald while JFK was alive." End quote. Well, with the CIA continuing to illegally withhold records pertaining to the Kennedy assassination, the situation facing Americans is grim, Carlson concluded. And I'm quoting again, "Within the US government there are forces wholly beyond democratic control," end quote, which are, and I'm quoting again, "more powerful than the elected officials that supposedly oversee them," end quote, Carlson noted. And I'm quoting again, "These forces can affect elections' outcome. They can even hide their complicity in the murder of an American president. In other words, they can do pretty much whatever they want," end quote, Carlson stated. "It's clear now that the CIA," Carlson said, "constitutes and I'm quoting, "a government within a government, mocking with the very existence the idea of democracy," end quote, Tucker said. And again, Tucker said this, "Americans have trusted their government less with every passing year since the killing of Kennedy, end quote, he pointed out. Maybe this is why, end quote. Former CIA Director Mike Pompeo was invited onto the show to discuss the jaw-dropping allegations of agency involvement in the Kennedy assassination, but, and I'm quoting, refused to come on, quote, per the Fox News host, Pompeo. And it's clear why, according to Carlson's guest, New York Post columnist Miranda Devine, were Pompeo to admit that CIA played a role in murdering Kennedy, the ensuing public uproar would prove so powerful that it would jeopardize the CIA itself. End quote. The fury that would erupt, and this is a bipartisan fury, it would be the one thing that would unite Americans, is an absolute rage at the unaccountable spy agency that has decided it is going to get involved in assassinating the duly elected American president, end quote, Devine claimed. There would be such a cleanup of the CIA, I don't know if it would even survive, end quote. I think these guys are just naive in this department. So this is what Carlson said, based on what those familiar with the issue said, and they said, and they said, and they said. Well, I don't know. I really did, whatever they say over there is something that it's interesting. However you want to look at this issue with Kennedy. Kennedy is dead, all right, so that's it. That's gone with that one. The second one, the law of physics do not change according to who uses them. We all fall under the laws of physics on this planet and above. The forces of physics, the laws of physics affect us, all. It's not that this force affects you but doesn't affect me. It's not something like that. The same for me, for instance, just watching the videos of, and I watched it a few times, and it was not very hard to observe the way Kennedy, the president, his body moves from an impact. You know that if you have this and something hits you here, the palm goes that way. The palm would not go this way. All right? Even though in the minimum is action and reaction, but it's minimal. If this is bigger than the other one, goes this way, obviously, right? So it's not going to go like this. If someone punches you, you're not going to go like this. So if the shots were done from one point in a short distance, all of them from certain kind of angle, you can see the body going like this, like this, like that, like that. It should go in one, you know what I mean? If someone punches you in the back 3 times, your body is not going to go like this. Your body is going to go 1, 2, 3. So anyway, that is a observation then it can't be denied. On the other hand, you have the so-called magic bullet theory. I'm not going to go into that. There's many videos that do a fantastic job in explaining what that theory states. And then another aspect is the fact that there are so many documents that are sealed after so many years. And they first said, well, we protect the identity of this or identity of that. Well, believe me, you can redact it. You can release the document redacted. You don't have to release this document of that. So the fact that they don't release so many documents, and they refuse to do that, and I think they seal it for, I don't know, for how many more years. We have people that could have been involved, let's say what? Right, let's say 53 or whatever, 63 or whenever it is he was assassinated. Let's get 20 years. Right, so that's what? 50, 40, 43. 43 with 2023 right now. So they should be about 80 years old. If you were 20 and you were involved in that thing. Now who was involved at 20 in that? All the investigators, the doctors, the coroners, the whomever must have been over 20 years old. Give them 25. even though 25 is too young, and you're still there 85 or something, right? Or 85, and you're afraid that 85-year-old will be disclosed and is going to be hanged or something. And how many are there or 85? 10? 15? And you keep a nation prevented from knowing things? Because of why? And you're going to find out what? That 85-year-old was an asset, or was this or was that? Oh my God, it's going to destroy the guy's life. He's almost there, but we're not going to, you know what I mean? You're going to create, oh yeah, by doing that, you're going to reveal disconnections. Yeah. Like the people are stupid. They know exactly what the population wants. All right? You can hide this and that. You don't have to release it for confidential reasons, obviously, confidentiality and so on, but you know, there's certain things that you don't find out who exactly. Oh, we determined is this. Okay, well, I mean, I'm skeptical. I'm not a denier. I mean, the fact is the guy was shot. I'm skeptical that one guy, you know, was able to pull off such a thing in, you know, such a, I don't know how to call it. And anyway, I know I have a gut feeling, which I indulge myself now of having it, to think that, or to feel that might be more. And the fact that this CIA, which it's a power in itself, refuses to release or evidence and so on or whatever, that's suspicious to say the least. Well, I don't know. Tucker Carlson said that. I don't know. That's his way. I don't know what. We're not gonna find out until these guys allow us to find out. If there's anything else to find out. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.